Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Thamriyell. Welcome everybody to Crystalline, an early access visual novel. Yes, I was actually surprised that such a thing even exists in the first place as well, but nevertheless, this is Crystalline. Just on the mic, I should probably get this right on point. Nevertheless, this is a game that was actually recently gifted to me by Ree. Thank you so much, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Looking forward to this ping. Actually, my ping sucks. You know him from the Fan Fridays have actually told me about this game in particular. I've been trying to follow it a little bit more. It looked really fascinating. It's an early access visual novel that are apparently going to be coming out in episodes. And I was thinking, why not look into it and see what it's like? And yeah, let's go ahead and check this place out. Enter male MC's first name. Alright, Tham. I'll just go with that. Enter male's last name. Oh boy. Rose Petal? That's the one last name that I usually give to a lot of my MMO characters. So we're gonna go with that. Tham Rose Petal. Yeah, we'll go with that. Library is far more quiet than I would have expected at the time of night. The only sound is the gentle hum of the air conditioner. And I can actually hear an air conditioner. Wow, that's good attention to detail so far. Whoa, that was close. I blinked my eyes wide open. Then I stifled a yawn as I stretched to wake myself up. Ugh. Focus. Finals just around the corner, so I can't afford to slack off. Oh my god, I'm back at college. I just left. I literally just left. The degree is right there. Oh, Ping, what are you doing to me, my man? And Ree, what are y'all doing? Why are you putting me back in college? Please. No finals. No more finals. Oh, God, this is giving me PTSD. It's okay. It's just a game. You're not actually back in university, studying for finals, and the last semester is going to be your worst one ever. Oh, I had a horrible last semester, y'all. I don't know if I ever told y'all. Glancing around me, I noticed that I'm the only person left in the study cubicles. It's getting pretty late. I'll go back to the dorms as soon as I finish the last chapter. Flip through the book. Only a few more pages to go. I can do this. Also, how do I hide this? Right-click. Cool. Just want to make sure, for thumbnail purposes. Stealing my resolve. I refocus on my textbook. And we pass out. The words on my screen blur together as my eyelids grow heavy. I fight to keep my eyes open, but my lids continue to droop. I'll just rest them for a second. I've had the same thing. Yo, whenever sleep just hits you and your eyes cannot open, you just... At that point, your body naturally just like says, okay, let's just give up. I think it releases some sort of chemicals or endorphins to make you relax, because your body's like, okay, shutting down right now. Something jerks me awake and my eyes blink open. A bright light illuminates the room, blinding me until all I can see is a stark whiteness. I throw my arm over my eyes to shield it from light. After a few seconds pass, light seems to dim, but it doesn't feel like the same fluorescent glow of the library bulbs. Carefully, I unwind and bring my arm down, squinting at pale blue sky. A mild breeze tosses my hair. Blades of glass trickle my neck as they wave in the wind. Where am I? I'm about to push myself up off the ground when something pops into view. A round blue blob with two dark eyes blinking at me.
Boy?
Hi, little buddy. Hello. I wish I could, like, oh god. It's so adorable. I just wish I could flip the image over and see it from the other perspective. Oh my god, my neck's gonna hurt from this. It bobs slightly, like pudding. When it notices my stare, it opens its small mouth and takes a dainty bite off my nose. Hey. Creature's bite doesn't sting, but it feels like a cool splash of water. Before it can take another, I scramble to my feet. Creature tumbles off my head and falls to the ground. Once it lands, it shakes itself off with a gelatinous tremble, with clarity unfazed.
Boy.
I don't know what's the best location for a microphone, so I'm gonna experiment a little bit. I apologize with all the microphone noises. I apologize. It hops onto my foot and opens its mouth again, but I quickly shake it off. It rolls off my foot and into the dirt, then rights itself again. I like the background art, I'm not gonna lie. For early access, this is like some top quality stuff. I'm not even kidding you. Kudos to the artist.
Boy.
It pouts and continues to watch me, but doesn't attempt another bite. What is that thing?
Boy?
It cocks its head as if wondering the same about me. That's unsettling. I take it to the scattering of trees around me, though tall branches kiss the sky. There's a winding dirt trail which weaves through the trees. As I follow it with my gaze, I see smoke billowing out of the thatched roofs of a village in the far distance. Where am I? Last thing I remember is studying at a library. Well, wherever we are, we're not studying for finals anymore, that's for sure. Oh, let's just pretend that never happened. That's it. I must have fallen asleep and now I'm dreaming. I glanced down at the blue creature. What? At my response, it leaps up. Whoa. I scramble away from it, and it lands back on the ground with a soft thud. That thing can jump pretty high. Need to be careful. What's the deal? Dude, this is Poi the time cutesy. It leaps again, and I again retreat. Stop that. I dodge as it jumps, then I begin to run. To my surprise, the blob keeps pace with a series of nimble bounces. Seriously, stay back. It musters up one more leap, and I turn around the corner of a sturdy tree to avoid it. I don't notice the other person until it's too late. The other person? We painfully collide and I lose my balance. Oh my god, something is itching my eye. Oh my lord, it's one of the loose eyelashes. Oh god. Oh, it's bad. And I lose my balance before toppling over. I apologize again. Fortunately, my hands catch myself, protecting my fall. When I open my eyes, I see a woman. Oh! Oh, she's actually kind of cute. Hi, hello there. Her eyes are scrunched shut and her mouth is twisted in grimace. Her long blonde hair is sprayed out around her. She lets out a small groan. As she blinks open her eyes and fixes her gaze at me. Okay, this is actually the thing that I was told about, that apparently choices will actually matter in the visual novel. Thank God. And apparently it's going to be an actual relationship sim, so the developers are trying to... God lord, what's going on with my eye there? Good lord, get out of there, eyelash. Quit tickling my eye. Anyway, the developers are promising to have a full-blown relationship sim for this particular game, which is pretty... I don't know, I haven't seen it in forever. I haven't seen it in a long, long while. Anyway, what can we say here? My bad? The dream becomes a wet dream. Wow. Wow, okay. Maybe she can give me some answers. Well, first of all, I probably should apologize, if anything. As I meet her gaze, my face flushes and I push myself to my feet. I'm sorry, are you hurt? I extend a hand. She hesitantly accepts it, and I help her up.
Just a little sore, but otherwise I'm fine. Are you hurt?
Voice acting? And not traditionally Japanese voice acting you would hear in visual novels, English voice acting. A Western visual novel. You know what? I feel like some people might scream out or have an immediate panic reaction saying, "Oh, heresy!" No, actually, to me, I actually find it kind of refreshing, not gonna lie. The voice acting seems to be pretty solid. Leanna Dawn. Okay, hi Leanna Dawn. No, I'm fine. I'm sorry again. Should have paid more attention to where I was going.
It's partially my fault. I was distracted.
And animated sprites as well, with jiggle physics. Oh, okay. I like this a lot. Wow, this is early. Wait, this is early access? How? I've played a little bit of early access games here and there. I think this is one of the top 5 I will ever put as already like greatest early access experiences ever. Like, this is early access. And already well voiced, good art, good music as well, I like that. A good animation, good sprites, I think she looks pretty good so far. At the moment I gotta put it as top 5, I don't know which one though. Maybe number 3, I don't know, I'll have to make a list, I don't know. Jesus Christ, this is impressive, man, I'm startled. The creature is right by my foot again. Are you serious? You're still here? The woman looks surprised.
A Pongo!
Pongo? Jeez, all that Pokemon. All them Pokemons last night is making me see things.
Pokemon?
The Pango bobs up and down by my foot and nudges me with its head.
Aw, he's a cute one.
He?
Yeah, you can tell by the shape of his eyes.
Oh.
I think he wants you to hold him.
It's kind of cute. He's trying to eat me. I think the thing is kind of cute. I mean, it was trying to eat us, but I mean, sure, whatever. How can you tell?
He's not being subtle about it.
Pango hops onto my foot and looks up at me. Okay. I bend down and he bounces into my palm. Feels cool to the touch and surprisingly solid for being kind of gelatinous.
Poi.
He chirps happily as he rolls over my palm. Whoa. Uma leans in and uses a finger to gently tickle the pongo. He chirps again and shivers.
Oh, his laugh is so adorable.
She continues to tickle him and he rolls over from laughing.
Oops.
She stops tickling him and pets him on the head instead. He snuggles against her hand and sighs contentedly.
Poi.
This thing is pretty adorable, not gonna lie. Using her other hand, she raises her gauntlet, seems to offer it to the pongo. Pongo stares at it, then turns his head away and hops onto my shoulder before nestling against me.
Poi.
A pongo who refuses magic energy? Wait a minute. Are you a mage?
No, I leveled a Dark Knight through Legion, so I'm only a level 110 Death Knight, not Dark Knight, sorry, Death Knight. I'm a warrior, that's not a real occupation. Oh my god. You know what? Let's be nerdy about this. Let's be nerdy. Let's say we are level 110 Frost Mage. We battled through the Legion expansion back in World of Warcraft. We've earned our right to call ourselves a mage. Yeah, I'll play a mage in my MMORPG. Oh my god.
MMORPG? You keep saying such strange things.
I know, even people in real life tell me that. She holds up a gauntlet and a faint pale light glows. Pulses rhythmically. She holds it closer to me. It quickens until the pulse almost looks like a wand-long pulse. She blinks in surprise.
Wait, this heightened energy activity, it's you?
She analyzes the magic swirling thing on her gauntlet.
I don't see a discharger on you. So then, how is it possible for you to have such a high magical energy reading?
I was joking about the whole level 110 Frost Mage, but I guess we are an extra mage?
Are you carrying crystals?
Is that a sting operation? Is that a sting operation? Oh my god. The jokes. Yeah, is that a sting operation? No way, man, I'm clean.
Huh?
I don't do drugs. Oh my god. I actually felt my lower back pop from laughing too much. Okay, that's, you know what, I'm having a good time. I haven't laughed like this in a while, yo. I haven't laughed like this in a while. It's been a very long and sad day. Her eyes narrow. She looks me over again.
Never mind. It doesn't look like you're carrying crystals. Or anything for that matter.
We're clean. I don't know what's going on right now. I was in the library studying for finals and somehow woke up here.
Oh, are you from the Mage Academy?
Of the what?
Mage Academy.
Arama Temples. Oh, okay, I think I dozed off long enough. Time to wake up now. She blinks in confusion.
You are awake.
No, this is a dream. She frowns.
I can assure you this is not a dream.
Also, I gotta say, the lip sync and the animations, everything, even the expressions per character, for so far at least, already make her put as maybe number one early access game I've ever experienced. Seriously, this is a holy crap. This is some amazing work. I don't think I've ever seen. I've seen some visual novels that were pretty animated, but this is some top quality notch for early access as well. Holy hell, this is impressive. Anyway, let's see what our answers are. Time for the pinch test. I'm not convinced you don't run into women this hot in reality. Oh god. Depends where you live. I believe you. Pinch test. Let's do that. Will this be actual real? She definitely seems real. And the fall certainly hurt. I suspiciously pinch myself and try to hide my wince. I'm not convinced you'll run into women this hot in reality. I guess I'll believe her for now. Maybe she's right. Everything here feels too real, even for a dream. A nod. So, if this place isn't a dream, then where are we?
We're in Meadow Hill.
Meadow Hill? Where's that?
It's a part of the Kingdom of Havengard, of course.
Havengard? She looks at me like I'm crazy.
It's the largest of the 3 kingdoms. Actually, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from New York. Oh, we're from New York, alright.
New York?
Yeah, you know, part of the USA.
USA. USA?
USA? Oh my god. No, the United States of America. Actually, when I was learning English back in Russia, when I saw USA, the first thing I thought, USA? Is that the country called USA? And then I had to get it translated for me by my teacher. It's like, no, we call it Sesha A. Russian stuff. Don't worry. If whatever, maybe it didn't hit off. I don't know. If you're European, you know, pronunciations is weird, man. I'm sorry.
The United States of what? Never mind that for now. If you don't have any crystals and you don't have a discharger, have you casted recently?
I shake my head.
Then the amount of energy reading doesn't add up.
She rests her chin in her hand as she thinks. A shiver runs through me as reality begins to set in. This really isn't a dream. Any ideas? She shakes her head. Wow, this is actually continuing to like Nekopara animations, like character animations. This is impressive.
Maybe the Mage Academy can provide answers.
Mage Academy? That's a start. Sounds good to me. How do I get there?
Oh, it's in the center of Illumia.
Oh, where?
Illumia. You follow the path going north until you arrive at the crossroads. Then you head...
Her voice trails off as she notices my expression.
I'm actually heading back there now. You can come along if you want.
As I contemplate her offer, I look over her again. Cannot trust her. Her posture is naturally straight and gives her an air of authority. She didn't mention she was out here for some sort of official investigation, but she seems friendly enough. Besides, if I don't go with her, then I'll be wandering around on my own. Chances of me finding this Mage Academy alone, without running into any unsavory people, are not promising. Can't risk that. Need to find a way back home. I nod. Thanks. I'm Thamriyell, by the way.
I'm Leanna. Leanna Dawn.
Nice to meet you. I hold out my hand for her to shake. She just stares at it. After keeping my hand out for a few seconds, I begin to feel awkward. Her expression changes to curiosity as she gingerly takes my hand. I grin broadly as I shake her hand firmly. She's a bit startled, but when our gazes meet, she matches my smile.
It's nice to meet you too.
I look at her questioningly as she continues to shake my hand. She slips her hand away and blushes.
Shall we get going then?
Ready when you are. I'm guessing handshake is not a common thing. I believe handshake was actually a pretty recent invention, I guess you can technically say, so it would be understandable why a medieval place would not know about it. Leanna nods and brings us back onto the path, and she walks in the direction of the village. The Pango follows us, staying a step behind. We travel for quite some time together. It's been pretty silent. I wonder if I should say something. Ask about Pongo, what I brought here, her gauntlet. Perhaps thing to say. I actually have a lot of things I want to ask her about. Let's ask her about what brought her here. So, not that I'm complaining, but what exactly were you doing out there in the field?
The field?
Where you found me?
Oh, there have been rumors of high energy readings around Meadow Hill, so I was sent to investigate. I had already checked out the surrounding area, and there'd been no clear source for all that excess energy until today.
When you met me? She nods. I haven't been in the field for very long before you found me, though.
You might be a byproduct of whatever created the energy spike in the first place.
What do you think it was?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen readings of that level before. The Mage Academy should be able to help explain.
I wonder what it takes to become a mage. So, besides magic, what else does the Mage Academy teach?
Oh, all the basics. How to use a manipulator, how to control your energy, the many usages and differences between crystals and spheres.
Crystal energy and spheres? What exactly is the crystal stuff you keep mentioning?
You mean the difference between crystals and crystal spheres? Well, when we refer to crystals, we mean the raw crystals, whereas crystal spheres are the usable refined state.
That's helpful, but I mean crystals in general. She stares at me and narrows her eyes as if trying to judge if I'm serious.
It's the power source for, well, everything.
I look blankly at her.
You don't use crystals where you come from?
I mean, some people use it for crystal healing, but who knows how scientifically proven that is, to be honest, but, no. Her mouth falls open as she looks at me in bewilderment.
With no crystals, what else do you use to power things?
Lots of stuff. I count off on my fingers. The sun, water, wind, nuclear fission, fossil fuels like coal and oil. Her eyes widen with each item list. She's about to speak, but I'm not finished. Geothermal waves, tidal, hydrogen.
Okay.
She shakes her head incredulously.
I get it. You have your own methods of energy. Many methods.
Liana's eyes spark as she falls into a pensive silence. A small smile plays on her lips while she considers what I've said. Might have overwhelmed her a little, but she actually seems interested in all the methods for harnessing energy. Let's ask her about her gauntlet. Without seeming too suspicious, I try to get a better look at her gauntlet. What was that thing that she was doing with it earlier? Liana notices and Liana noticed me staring and shifts uncomfortably.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I was just curious about your gauntlet.
Oh, my manipulator?
Sure.
All mages have a manipulator. It's how we use energy to interact with the elements around us.
Does that mean she's a mage? Wait, you mean you can cast spells?
I suppose that's one way to phrase it.
Whoa, can you show me something cool?
Like what?
Anything. I don't know, do anything. Diana pauses while she thinks. Then her face brightens. She lifts up her gauntlet and points towards the Pango. He levitates in the air, much to the Pango's surprise. As he hovers in the air, he looks at all around him and opens his mouth, trying to eat the air. Diana giggles and gently places him back down. That's kinda neat, not gonna lie. Okay. That's amazing. Diana smiles shyly as she brushes a stray lock of her hair behind her ear.
It was nothing.
What else can you do?
There's a lot more my manipulator can do, but I think it's best if I conserve the energy for now.
A nod. That makes sense. Let's actually ask about the Pango, what the thing is. A gun's behind us again. Just as expected, the Pango hops along. So, the Pango's still following us. Diana glances back and grins.
That's not too surprising.
Why not?
Pongos are attracted to magical energy. That's why it was so strange that it showed no interest in my manipulator.
Pongo, okay. It's still following us, though.
It's following you. My readings showed you're full of magical energy. As far as the Pongo is concerned, you're a buffet.
Okay. Huh. As I think over what Diana said, I look at the Pongo. It's not Pango, sorry, Pango. My southern is coming out. Pongo, one more time. This time he looks right back at me and his eyes chuckle. Why did I say chuckle? Crinkle as he splits into a huge grin. Leaps up in the air and reaches the height of my waist. Whoa. He jumps high again. Diana giggles.
I think he's tired of hopping.
Carry him? Yeah, we'll carry the poor little guy. I guess it can be kind of hard to keep up when you're so much smaller than us. I hold up my hand and the Pongo hops right into my palm. But he doesn't stop there. Before I can react, he hops onto my shoulder and jumps again to land on top of my head. I feel a cool wiggle on my hair. Diana giggles again. What's he doing?
Nothing. He's just so happy.
She reaches out a finger to stroke the Pongo, who chirps contentedly. Diana's smile broadens. She clears her throat as she tries to take on a more serious expression. Her steps quicken as she resumes walking. Listen to the sound of wildlife as we continue walking. I can hear the usual song of birds and the faint whoosh of winds flapping in the air. Occasionally, there's a rustle amid the trees, and I even swatted the bugs buzzing around my eyes. It all feels very familiar, reminding me of home. Diana clears her throat.
So, you're from USA?
USA, but yeah.
Which kingdom is that in?
How should I phrase this? In the Kingdom of North America. She frowns and scratches her neck.
I'm a little ashamed to say I'm not familiar with that place. Where is it?
On Earth?
Earth?
Okay, I'm gonna take a different approach. Let me see if I can explain. Alright, tell me, where are we right now?
In Meadow Hill.
And where is that?
In the Kingdom of Havengard.
And where's Havengard?
In the land of Asaria.
And what is that part of?
Terra, of course.
Okay, so Terra is my Earth. She pauses as my words sink in, and she gasps.
Wait, are you not from Terra?
From what I've heard so far, I am not. She looks concerned.
How did you get here?
That's what I'm hoping Mage-Knight can tell me.
Right, but I mean, how did you come to Meadowhill specifically? Do you remember anything before you were in the field?
I think back. I was studying in library and I've been extra tired because that's the same day I've had my evening class. And I still remembered everything about me and my past. No, actually I did have an evening class, though also the worst, don't take evening classes if you can avoid it. Lesson from them. Yeah.
Well, at least we know you don't have amnesia.
I nod. She lapses back into silence, looking thoughtful. I have a lot to think about myself. My head is swimming with everything I've learned so far. Although there are some similarities between Terra and Earth, I've only scratched the surface on all the differences. I really hope that Mage-Knight can help explain what is going on, and more importantly, how I can get back home.
Boy.
The pongo flips in front of my eyes, and I carefully scoop him up back into place in my head. Whoa, what happened? Did you slip?
Boy, boy.
Is it my imagination, or did that poi sound like a little sheepish? Diana looks over and grins.
You were trying to get a good look at our friend here, weren't you?
I feel movement in my head as I assume the pongo nods.
Looks like someone got a little adventurous and lost his footing.
Boy.
Let out a chuckle as Leon giggles. Over the pongo, once a pongo is secured, continue walking. That thing's kinda cute, not gonna lie. Sun dips in the sky and bathes the tips of the trees in a soft glow. My feet ache in protest of each step I take and my legs are tired from all the walking. Finally, we come to the perimeter of the village. Liana grins as she leads me through the gates. Looks like I'm not gonna lie, once again, yet again, solid background art.
Here we are, Meadowhill Village.
Take the time to catch my breath and discreetly rest my burning muscles. Liana hardly seems affected by the long trek. How was this close? I'm just gonna be optimistic and be like, hey, we're finally here. Pull my arms into a stretch. Whew, that was quite a journey. Diana masked a chuckle.
A journey?
A nod. This time she can't quite hold back her laugh.
Let's continue. We can rest at the inn tonight.
As she resumes walking, I ignore my screaming legs and follow her. The village is still bustling with people, even at this time of day. I was supposed to be getting in our last errands before nightfall. For the most part, everyone seems to focus on their own tasks. They're barely glancing at Liana, but with their gazes are drawn to me, they don't look away. In fact, they step slow as I crane their necks as we pass. Now I know how an animal feels in a zoo. Liana overhears my muttering and watches the people around us.
It's your clothes. They're very peculiar.
Shirt? Really? Okay. What I'm wearing is normal where I'm from. Though the stores are directed to me, the stairs are directed at me, Liana seems equally uncomfortable.
Okay, new plan. Let's stop by the shops before they close. We don't need to draw attention to ourselves.
I instinctively pat my back pocket where I keep my wallet. I doubt that I'll accept card here, or dollars. I don't have any money.
That's okay. I'll take care of it.
So generous of you, like her was independent, make a big deal about it. I'm just gonna thank her. If she's offering, I will thank her. Thank you, I really appreciate it.
It's understandable given your circumstances.
I'll pay you back once I can. Liana smiles and nods. Liana changes direction, leads me towards an adjacent street. There are rows of quaint shops lining both sides of the road. I read the sign as we walk by. Edward's Apothecary, Blackstone Forge, Dragonscale Armory. Huh.
What is it?
I was just thinking how convenient it is that everything is in English here.
English?
I should have expected a question based on how previous conversations have gone, but I'm still a little taken aback. It's what we're speaking now.
We're speaking common.
This is World of Warcraft. This is literally World of Warcraft, or any MMO you've ever been to, or any RPG. They always say that they're always speaking in common, every single time. Oh, what? Liana pauses in front of the shop and peers inside. Satisfied, she motions me to follow.
Never mind. Come on in. We're here.
Okay. I step into my shop and the first thing I notice is the overpoweringly musty smell of leather. It's not surprising considering the walls are lined with different types of leatherware. I don't see a lot of leatherware, I see a lot of cloth though, and some jewels and whatever that is. A rock with wings, I guess, and a lot of rocks and gems, I think that's what you would describe them, I guess. I don't know. Looks quaint though. A small elderly man emerges from the back. A pair of round glasses sit on his nose as an apron hangs around his neck.
Welcome. Please, take a look around.
His smile falters when he notices me. Liana clears her throat.
We're looking for a new wardrobe for my friend here.
Yes, of course.
The shopkeeper blinks back to reality and resumes his pitch.
Well, you've come to the right place. We tan our hides and stitch the pieces ourselves. You won't find any finer quality than here.
Liana smiles politely and strolls towards the selections. I check out two seemingly identical leather vests, both of which are marked of different prices. I really can't see a difference between the two. Maybe they boost different stats? Hey Liana. She turns around. Which one of these will increase my defense, strength, dexterity, intelligence, and focus? Okay. If there's legit a class, I'm pretty sure this is just gonna be a joke thing. Like whether we bring up a stat, she's gonna look confused at us. But if there's a chance that this could be an actual stat system, let's go ahead and establish what we want to be. As somebody who played Final Fantasy XIV for the longest time and played Bard for a real long while, I think I want to go with dexterity so I can use my bow a lot. At the same time, intelligence would be nice if I could manage some sort of a song or ballad to play. Maybe. I don't know. Let's just go with dexterity. Let's just go with something simple. Dexterity. Defense. What was that? Did I enter dexterity or defense? I guess I selected defense. Alright, never mind. We're a tank. I knew it in my blood that I'd just be a tank instead.
I suppose technically any of these could. They'll all give at least a minimal amount of protection in battle.
I mean my armor rating. Some of these raise any stats? That gives me a weird look.
Do your clothes where you come from raise stats?
I mean, I don't know. If I would say this shirt is +1 charisma, +1 charm, it's up to you to decide though. Only if you consider cool points to be a slot. She looks just as confused as before. Never mind. He smiles as we continue perusing. One by one, Liana and I pick out my new outfit. Once all the pieces have been chosen, she goes to haggle with the shopkeeper. I tune out their discussion and watch the people passing by. The clothing is simple in design, meant to be more functional than aesthetic. To my surprise, everybody works around armed. I suppose it doesn't seem dangerous, but looks can be deceiving.
Why don't you get changed now? There's a space in the back to give you some privacy.
I nod and take the clothes from her. Once I've ensured privacy, I quickly get changed. Luckily, these clothes have pockets and I can just transfer everything over. Palm of wallet, deck of cards, and loose change. Next is my phone. Try to turn it on just to see if it'll work, but doesn't react. Battery must be dead. Same thing. I don't know what's going on with the phones anymore. At this point, I had this thing for the longest time. So it's dead. Sorry if part of me pours out throughout this playthrough. It's very relatable. I get the feeling that they don't have wall charges here. Shrugging it off, I slip my phone into my pocket too. When I emerge, Liana gives me an once-over. How do I look? She grins and nods in satisfaction.
Wow, look at you! Just like a native. This look suits you.
I match her grin. Thanks.
Let's go find the inn now.
Alright then. She heads out to the shop and I'll follow her. Actually, maybe we can stop at the armory. She pauses and looks curiously at me.
Armory? You want to get a weapon?
Her question is careful, cautious. The goal is to blend in, right? It's weird that a person wearing leather armor is traveling unarmed. I look like a hostage or something.
You do have a point. Plus, it could come in handy.
Why do I not like the sound of that?
Do you know how to use a weapon?
Again, although her voice holds no hostility, I can sense her caution. I practice kendo competitively. I didn't do kendo, but I did fencing. She blinks. It's a type of sword fighting where I come from.
I see.
Liana falls silent as she gazes out on the street. After an extended pause, she nods. We head to the forge, where rows of blades range from long swords to short dagger hang from wall. Oh, even got guns? Okay, I'll take a pistol. I'll take a pistol, thank you. I'll take a pistol, one shield, or dual pistols, done. I'm set. All the blades look fairly plain, but the steel edges glint dangerously amidst the warm glow of the forge. Oh, whoops. Unlike the previous shopkeeper, the metalsmith ignores us as he pounds out the red-hot blade. Sparks jump from the clanging metal, reminding me of the fireflies. Liana lets me browse the swords. I reach for one that catches my eye. As I gently remove from the shelf, I miscalculate its weight and drop it. Ooh, the steel catches the ground with a sharp screech. Or scratches the ground. The metalsmith pauses his work, to glower a warning. Liana looks in shock.
Careful!
I quickly ride the sword back up and grip it tightly. Liana now watches me in intrigue.
Is this the first time you've held a sword?
Practice only once. I lift, bro. I lift, bro. My miscalculation. Oh my god. We're just gonna say practice once. Nothing beyond wooden swords. Take a practice swing and fumble the sword. Luckily, I tighten my grip and get it under control. Liana looks uneasy. Swing again and the movement flows naturally. As the sword cuts through the air with a sharp twig, I guess that would be the sound effect, can't help but admire how smoothly it slices. This is high quality craftsmanship. Let's go with this one. As before, Liana discusses it with the shopkeeper. When she returns, I strap the sword to my belt. Make out one more stop to gather supplies for our travel. By the time we finish, the sun has set and darkness blankets the sky. A lot of the signs seem to glow in the dark. That's actually kind of neat. I like that. If they actually do glow in the dark, that's cool. Town is aglow with soft lights glint from within houses and lampposts on the street. As we pass by a lamppost, peek inside and see a small crystal shining brilliantly. Using lights to guide us, we find the inn. I guess I really do use crystals for everything, huh? That's kind of neat, actually. I take a seat at one of the crude tables while Liana talks to the innkeeper behind the bar. There is a scattering of other patrons, mostly men who sit alone nursing a tankard or what I assume to be ale. I stealthily yawn. Now that I had a chance to sit down, I feel the full weight of my fatigue. Luckily, Liana returns and hands me a key.
This is your room for the night. It's right next to mine.
Thanks. She
They
nods.
should be coming out with our dinner soon. Then we should get to sleep. We have an early start tomorrow.
This is actually really cool of her to cover for us like that, seriously. We come into the store, we got no money, we got nothing. We're just a new player just coming into the MMO. We don't know what we're doing. Thank you for guiding us and covering for us. My stomach grumbles in anticipation. Sorry. Liana smiles as she sits in the empty stool next to mine. Our meals arrive as I stare at the bowl before me. It's a goopy, thick stew and looks about as appetizing as the dog food, but smells pretty good. What is this?
It's stew.
What kind of stew?
Rabbit.
Brief image of a cute fluffy bunny flashes across my eyes.
Is something wrong?
Oh my god. Oh my god, this answer, I saw just a little bit. I saw the block of text. I started reading this like up to here, and I was like, oh my god, no. I will eat non-GMO, all natural, vegan, certified gluten-free, 100% whole grain, no trans fat, glass-fed, no preservative, organic pasture meals. No, I'm not gonna reply with that. Nope, all good. We'll take what we get. I'm all about trying new foods. Nothing wrong. This is fine, thanks. Take a tentative bite of my stew.
How is it?
Good. I would think rabbit stew would still be pretty good. I had rabbit meat one time. It was still okay. We should probably just say good. Probably. Just why not? That's even better than expected. Liana grins as she digs in. I finish eating. Liana clears a bowl. Then two of us head upstairs. She pauses in front of her room and I stop in front of mine. Good night.
Good night.
I'm about to enter my room when I hear a small voice.
Boy?
Looking down, I see the pango back at my feet. Now that I think about it, ever since we entered the village, he's been awfully silent. Have you been following us the whole time, or did you lose us and find us again? Pongo blinks twice and bounces.
Boy.
Pongos aren't exactly welcomed everywhere.
Why's that?
Well, they absorb the energy around them, including crystals which are used to light lampposts, or other similar items.
Ah, I can see how that'd be bad.
I think this guy knew to stay out of sight once we came in here.
What if someone sees him here?
As long as he doesn't stray too close to a crystal, he'll be fine. People only make a fuss when it looks like their crystal might be drained.
Got it. She reaches towards a Pongo.
Do you want to sleep with me tonight?
Boy.
Pongo snuggles against my leg. Liana sighs.
I thought as much.
She opens the door and flashes me one last smile.
Sleep well.
She disappears into her room, and the Pongo went and blew her off. Wow, Pongo, she got rejected by a tiny little Pongo. I open my door and step through. The Pongo perks up.
Boy.
Let him in. No, my room. We're gonna let him in. I step away from the door, and the Pongo hops in. As I close the door behind him, he continues to hop around the room, as if inspecting it. Yawning widely, I collapse onto the bed. The Pongo continues to circle the room. Are you looking for a good place to sleep?
Boy.
He suddenly leaps up and lands on my bed. Then he bounces to the foot of the bed. He wiggles himself in a cozy nest by creating a small crater on top of the blankets. Can't help but grin, the little guy. Good night, Pongo.
Boy.
I roll over in bed. It's not long before I'm fast asleep. Well, first day in a new place. Interesting. Day 1, it was okay. Day 1 went okay. Did a little shopping. Got a little rabbit stew. A knock on my door jolts me awake. I sit straight up in bed and barely notice a tiny yelp as a Pongo tumbles to the floor. Hello? Knocking stops.
It's Liana. Are you about ready?
I rub my eyes and blink at the feeble rays of light outside. What time is it?
It's past dawn. We need to get a move on if we want to make a good time.
Dawn? That's no good reason anyone should be awake at this hour. Wait, isn't dawn like 6 AM or 7? No, yeah, won't be 6 AM? I think dawn happens like at 4:30, 4:50. I attempt to lay back down on my bed when knocking starts again. Alright. I'll be there in a minute. The noise stops. I yawn and stretch and notice the Pongo on the floor. What are you doing on the floor, buddy? Weren't you sleeping on the bed? Pongo wiggles and shoots me an accusatory look.
Boy.
I glance at the slight indentation on my pillow, back at the blue mass on the floor. Sorry, I didn't mean to knock you off. He looks cautiously at me, hops onto the bed and up onto my head.
Boy.
He nips on my hair and then jiggles. I guess that means he's forgiven me. Push myself to my feet and begin getting dressed. Once I grabbed all my things, I push open the door and nearly collide with Liana. Whoa.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah. Liana nods, then leads the way out of the inn. I follow her through town as we head north. It's a lot quieter than when we first arrived, as the town gradually begins to wake up. We don't run into the many people on the street. Although the shops aren't open yet, I can see the shopkeeper busy prepping for the day.